Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel for another First Amendment exposing. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today I chose a video from BigMike Audits. In this video, Micheal gets access denied. Alright, let's do this.
I went on the internet this week and I found this.
Today we dive back into the creepy universe of Micheal Hanselman from the channel BigMike Audits, a retarded pachyderm with the IQ of a dead fish. In this video, he has the great idea to test his 4th Amendment right, which of course he doesn't even understand, and that's why I took this video. I had never seen a Frauditor so dumb before. He just repeats every stupidity he hears on YouTube and repeats them over and over without even questioning if it makes any sense. And newsflash, it doesn't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, enjoy.
Alright folks, in this video I went to the Chippewa County building where they have the Sheriff's Department, the District Court, Friend of the Court, many other things. But you have to surrender your 4th Amendment right and go through a metal detector before you even make it to the Sheriff's Department. The courts are on the 2nd floor. So I went in there on this day with the idea of not surrendering my 4th Amendment rights. Well, actually, that's a fire hazard waiting to happen. I guess we're not ADA compliant. Gonna be drug testing on Monday, February 17th, just so you know. I'm gonna see if I can't get in without surrendering my 4th Amendment. But I videoed in here. I've been through the checkpoint. I allowed myself to be searched. So, but today, I'm not allowing myself to be searched. If they won't let me in, I'm just not going in. Hello.
Just put any other electronics in here for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to go through that thing.
Okay.
So, I was kind of gonna stand out here and document for a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe I might later.
Sounds good.
But I don't have no interest in surrendering my 4th Amendment of being searched to come into a public place. Surely you can understand that, right?
Oh, it's just required here. That everything, like any medals or whatever.
Right. I know. It's required that people willingly forfeit their 4th Amendment to come in and be searched, to be able to get access, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Today, I'm not willing to forfeit.
Okay.
So, today I choose to stand out here and document.
Sounds good.
Unless you guys are willing to let me stay secure in my 4th Amendment and go around the magnetic detector and just go handle my business.
It's just made sure that you don't have any weapons or anything, so that's why it's a requirement.
Well, I'm sure. Is it illegal to have weapons?
Yeah, it's illegal to have weapons in here.
Where's the law that says that?
It just has it posted out here. No weapons, no alcohol, drugs, and it's a weapon.
Is there a statute attached to this sign?
Oh, sorry Mike, is the sheriff doesn't let you take your guns and your drugs everywhere you go? That's called living in a society, you dumb shit.
No, not that one. There should be one over here. There's one. Yeah, right here.
With a statute attached to it?
State certificate with the judge sign. I don't know. Security policy for court facilities. So that's just what we go by.
Right, but constitutionally we have the right to be secure in our person's papers, effects, our identification, right? Without illegal search procedure.
Oh, I'm not searching you.
Well, this is a search. If I have to take everything out of my pockets and go through a metal detector, you're searching me.
Oh my god, alright, enough of this stupidity. The 4th Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches. It's not unreasonable to check if a moron carried a gun before he entered a freaking courthouse. So you don't even understand that to begin with. Also, you, my sweaty Constitution lover, seem to forget this great amendment right here, the 10th Amendment, to ensure that states can fully exercise their reserved powers, you diabetes muppet.
That's right.
I mean, search doesn't necessarily have to be hands-on, does it?
I guess not.
I don't think it does. I could be wrong though.
Well, we just want to make sure you don't have any weapons on your person.
Well, I don't have weapons. No weapons.
Well, that's just by going what you're saying.
Right,
so.
right. People lie. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Cops do it all the time. So you guys won't let me come in?
No.
No?
Not unless you put any like metals or electronics in here.
Right. I'm old enough to remember a time where you could walk into a courthouse
I know.
and there was no metal detectors.
Right.
Yeah, and I also remember a time when horses were everywhere and people were throwing their poop through the windows. Time change, you gigantic pubic hair.
I show you something?
Okay.
I can find it. Some reading material.
Okay.
This is a pocket constitution.
Okay.
See this?
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat actually. This right here's the Fourth Amendment, right? You think I could get you to read that? You don't have to read it out loud. By any
Okay.
means. But if you'd read it, I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Yup.
So you see how this would be a violation of our rights possibly? No! I have the right not to be searched without being suspected of a crime or without a warrant.
I guess not in this building or the courthouse.
So constitutional rights don't apply here then. So I'd have to forfeit my Fourth Amendment, right?
Well, I'm not searching you.
Well-
Those are electronics.
Right.
Just so you can go through.
Well, I personally don't want you to know what I have on me.
Okay.
I have that right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what would happen if I chose just to go around and ignore you and go do what I wanted?
I'd probably ask you to leave the building.
All right. Not that I'm just going to do that, you know what I mean? I want to be clear on that. So what would happen if you asked me to leave and I respectfully declined your request?
In here?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, you can ask people to do whatever that you want.
Yeah.
You could ask me for $20, but you couldn't force me under the color of law to give you said $20.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So you guys would put hands on me if I wasn't willingly to vacate at that point?
No, we would ask you to leave the building.
Right.
Well, he's saying if he declined.
If you can request whatever you
I'm sorry.
right, you can request whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can respectfully decline said request, such as you could request that I give you $20. Now I could say no, I don't have to. I respectfully decline.
Right.
You can't force me to give you said $20. Not under the color of law. You could rob me of $20, right? So a request, asking somebody to do something is just that, a request. Requests don't have lawful backing behind it. Because and the idea of keeping public employees safe, right?
Yeah.
Does it really keep people safe, you think? Because to be honest, if somebody wanted to hurt anybody that worked here, all they'd have to do is wait until they left after work and catch them outside.
You need a team. A team of psychiatrists working round the clock.
We're talking court orders controlling people out in a public area. How far does his court order extend outside of here? Does it extend up to the sidewalk? No. I don't even think it lawfully extends outside his courtroom, personally. And I'm sure there's law that I could probably dig up, or somebody smarter than me that could dig up to support that. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you go through the metal detector?
She works here. I work here.
So she's special?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
So can I just go document without going through here and then be about my way? Sir? I'm willing to bet you're the senior here, right?
I guess, sir, you have that right to document whatever you want.
Right.
But there's certain areas you're not allowed to document.
Sure. No.
Secure area
Right.
or whatever. So
Sure.
yeah, that's within your rights to
Sure.
do that, sir.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't deny you that.
Sure. And I'm not saying that you're denying me that right at this point.
Right.
What you're denying me, though, is access based on the willingness of me to give up my Fourth Amendment right.
It's just metals or electronics.
Right. This guy's went through a dozen times. He hasn't been
It's
checked.
working here.
I don't know. Rules for thee.
Your desire to continue that course. My hopes for this country are as fervent today as
Would somebody get violent with me if I did?
There was an incident, gosh, it was a while ago. There was like 20
You seem too nice to be doing a job like this.
Okay.
I could be wrong. You could be really mean.
You don't know me.
You're right. I don't. I really don't. Do you think you by yourself could stop me? Hypothetically. I wouldn't want to test you because I don't want to get hurt, honestly.
Okay. Have a good one. Did you go through here?
Oh yeah.
You went through there? You willingly?
I still got my rights as I'm leaving.
You willingly forfeited your Fourth Amendment right to come in here? He don't know what his rights are. He's on probation. His brain's cooked. It's probably the longest he's been sober in a while. How much do they pay you to help violate people's rights?
I don't make as much as you think.
I'm sure. Never did ask you, what's your name?
Brittany.
What's your badge number?
730.
Do you have like some ID? You know what I mean? Like, you know that.
What's your name?
Oh, good citizen.
Oh, okay. So I have to tell you my name.
I mean, you don't have to. It's a free country. You can choose not to.
No, sure.
But I'm almost certain your policy would require it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't shoot me in the back if I just ran through there really quick, would you?
No,
I'm
but
pretty nimble for my size. Okay. Believe it or not.
You can't come in unless you put metals or electronics.
Kind of like Kung Fu Panda type stuff. You know, somersaults.
Mike, you're starting to sound like a dangerous creep. And to answer your question, yes, she would be able to stop you since you're only standing on your feet and you're out of breath already. A tenacious 12-year-old would kick your ass, Mikey.
Just what we go by. I'm just doing what I'm told.
Interesting you say that. You know who else said that, right?
Who?
The Nazis.
Okay.
You remember history, right?
I do.
Yeah, World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and do you know who else said I do what I'm told? Anyone who had a job and a boss in the history of time. What about the American Army? Do you think the soldier have free will? You all say the same crap and none of it makes sense.
Hello.
Come on in, sir. We ask that you forfeit your Fourth Amendment right. Well, that's what you're doing coming through here, this metal detector. You're forfeiting your right to be secure, just to be secure in your person's papers and effects in order to gain access to this public entity. Are you okay with that?
Well, if I gotta stop at the kids' school and dump all my stuff out, I might as well do it here too. Probably will be all my buttons.
Yep. You're good. And your boots.
Yeah. Oh. Come on in, sir. We just ask that you surrender your Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person's papers and effects.
Yeah.
For the safety of the government, just so you know. Right. It's not for your safety, it's for their safety.
So, turn around for me.
Do the hokey pokey.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
And the ticket's upstairs, right?
Yep. Big window upstairs.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You'll pay that extortion money. I noticed your guys' ADA door is out of compliance.
Open it.
That button didn't work out there. Maybe I didn't push it right. This is my chance.
That's fine.
Oh.
There you go.
Nice. At least I solved one problem today.
Right, there you go.
I still haven't solved the problem of my rights being restricted, but at least I know I possibly helped somebody in a wheelchair today.
Mm-hmm. Usually I'll go hold the door for them.
Might be the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
Here in free America, people have their constitutional right to be armed so they can protect themselves if need be. Mind blowing.
Just not in this building.
Just not in this building. It's kind of scary. This is how rights are taken away. A little bit at a time. People are willing to. They get complacent in it. They notice they slowly fade away.
I beg you to stop using the Constitution in the way that you're using it.
Hello. Belt, just lift up your shirt for me. Perfect. There you go.
So you can tell that's a gentleman that has been well in compliance with forfeiting rights for quite some time. He did that flawlessly.
All right.
How you guys are? Pretty good. I'd be doing better if I didn't have to forfeit my Fourth Amendment right to come into a public area. Is there anything we can do about that possibly? You guys seem like look like you're pretty high on the food chain.
Talk to the judge.
The judge has the capability to make rules outside of his courtroom. No comment?
Journalism.
Because all you got to do is pretend you don't know and keep your mouth shut. That's That's that Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. You know what I mean? That pesky right, you know, works both ways. How far are you willing to take it if I'm willing to go?
I just tell someone to come help.
You would just be like, come get him. I'm a girl. I can't do it. Just you guys come deal with it.
I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to ask you to not come in.
I wouldn't fight you neither. I wouldn't fight you neither. I already know I'm outnumbered here. I'm outnumbered. I'm outweaponed. Because, I mean, you are the one that's armed in charge of protecting my rights and freedoms. Yep. So I'm curious. That'd be like me taking my car to a mechanic who doesn't know what a spark plug is.
Right.
So I'm sure you have a good idea of what they are.
Sure.
Could I mean, do you?
Yep.
Could you at least tell me like 2 elements of the 5?
Nope.
No? You can, or you just choose not to?
I'm just not going to.
Mm-hmm. You could see how I could find that concerning, right? Or anybody maybe.
Okay.
Who depends on you, right? Because some people do depend on you, and they believe that, you know, there's some people who do that. You could Google them.
Man, this poor girl is getting tired of his BS at this point. She was friendly for a while, but clearly Mike managed to creep her out, and he's not done.
I'm guessing I'm not going to get past this checkpoint without giving my stuff up, am I?
Correct.
And if I do, and if I do try to go through, there is somebody here that's willing to hurt me to stop me, right?
Probably not hurt you.
Well, if I wasn't willingly to leave, how would somebody get me out without hurting me? I mean, you'd have to put hands on somebody, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to hurt them.
I suppose, if somebody was not willing to resist, right? But what if, let's say I was willing to resist and, you know, stand up for my rights and, you know, defend myself even. Because this is a stand your ground state, right? People have the right to defend themselves.
Yep.
I mean, so technically if a law enforcement person touched me unlawfully, I would have the lawful right to defend myself, even against them.
Yeah.
Now, whether I win that in the end, that'd be debated. I'd probably either end up dead or definitely beat up. You know, but I mean, everybody has the right to defend themselves. Mm-hmm. At least that's kind of the idea, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody would get violent with me, right? I'm guessing. I mean, mostly anything law enforcement does come with the implication of violence if you don't do what they're told, right?
I wouldn't say that. Sure.
Okay. Cool. Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. You remember that Looney Tunes cartoon where the coyote and the sheepdog would change spots, like shift change for lunch and stuff?
Pretty much.
That's kind of neat.
Yep. Okay.
You have a good day. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
What's the best for you?
Yeah.
This is the worst.
Let's see. This is security policy.
Right.
Okay.
So the 50th Judicial Court put it in place.
Right.
And it's signed by the chief judge and then the
right. But you can understand how policy, right, is not law.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to.
I mean, you're not. No, this isn't an argument. This is just 2 grown men, Americans, having a discussion. You're the one with all the weapons, being paid by tax dollars, and I'm just the guy trying to stand up for his rights right now.
I understand that, and I'm not against. I'm not against the Constitution, or anything like that. But I'm also not a constitutional scholar.
Oh, neither am I. Neither am I. I'm an idiot.
No, 100% for sure.
I'm an idiot. Truth be told, I'm dyslexic and I only have a GED. But I have some common sense.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Look, I'm sorry, dude, that you're dyslexic, but no, you have no common sense, or you would stop this nonsense and go home. Anyway, so he repeat the same crap to this new guy, but we will not gonna listen to it another time.
Well, I think I've been here long enough. I think I've come to the conclusion I'm definitely not going to get through here without being searched or hurt.
Well, I don't think we're going to hurt you.
Well, I mean, if I refuse to go through there and just walk through, you would surely stop me. And the only way you could do that would be by putting hands on somebody.
Anyone that tries to argue has already lost because they pick an argument to lose. Because they draw a circle around something called the truth. And they say that everything outside it is a lie.
And just when we think he's done, he repeats the whole thing between the doors a third time. This poor guy went through 30 minutes of this. The original video was absolutely impossible to watch. More than an hour of pure verbal diarrhea. Anyway, is there anything else you want to add to this, you gigantic moldy piece of bread?
There was no way they were going to let me in there. We already knew that. So... but that's how we lose rights, and they're willing to go along with it, and there ain't nothing we can do unless we're willing to use force against them, and if we use force, we know what happens from that. We get hurt. None of us want to get hurt, so what do? We comply. Maybe we do what I did. We don't play their games and just refuse to go in. What if we all refuse to stop coming in here because of that checkpoint, and business wouldn't happen because nobody would come in? Well, then you'd say, oh, everybody would end up in jail. Well, the jails would be so full, they wouldn't be able to keep people in them. So I mean, there's a big snowball of all this, literally snowball of all this, and quite frankly, I don't see anything that we can truly do about it. I attempted to stand up for my rights today, and you folks are gonna have to stand up for yours. And with that, Big Mike's out. Peace.
Listen, Mike, you dimwit. If you don't want to live in a society, go get a cabin in a forest and, be happy. For the rest of us, we will just put our freaking phones in the basket and walk through the stupid metal detector because it's not unreasonable. It's a courthouse. You cheesecake.
Anybody who can't see that is a savage and an idiot! Okay.
Oh, I'm getting mad. Alright, enough with this clown, my dear Mike, like they say in the Philippines.
Putangin na mo!
Shout out to the members, you're the reason why I was finally able to quit the Ben Milli Vanilli. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's expose those clowns one at a time. Bye!